Alright, hello everyone, so let's take a look at the market today. I already posted the Astro hours for the day. Alright, so normally I don't work on Fridays, but we're going to do this since I'm up and running. This is the daily. Remember I said yesterday we had, on the daily level, we had 2,412. The market did that today in the Asia session, and because that's a daily chart, obviously it can take more than a day. So that's 2,412 done there. Yesterday I also had a position to enter here. The trades were covered. We were in a little bit of a profit, but this also this pullback, not a surprise, because remember yesterday I said be careful for 530. I'm talking specifically for gold. This is why this line yesterday was red, because I said look out for this. This is for gold, and it's specific. You need to keep an eye on it. And surely enough, the market on this bar, as you can see, that 530 market, actually this is 530. All right, so that's 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30 there, and then the market bounced up, and now after the sideways consolidation, we got a big boost upwards. Now, what to do with gold? Well, we can just sit and wait on this one, simply because this may continue to go up. Now, there are two things you can do. So you don't want to be selling against it at the moment, because it still may have room to go up. What you can do is, should you buy, if you're going to buy, there are three levels to buy. One is 67, which is the logical place to buy. So 2,370. 2,370, which is right there. Okay, which is where the market bounced off yesterday. So that's one level. The other level is 65 to 63, which is 2,365, 2,360. So 2,365 to 60, which is actually where the weekly pivot is. So if the market dips down here, you could also think about buying if it's an Astro hour, like I said, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 2:35, 6:30 in the evening, my time. Obviously, these are UTC +3, and that could take us to like pretty much 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or even towards closing. So that's how you got to kind of like check it out. What to do if the market comes down? These will be buy levels, but we're pretty high, as you can see, and they sold off here before. So if the market, the market has got potential to go up, but we're also at a resistance zone here. So only buy at the lower end of stuff. Okay, if the price is down, you can buy. Ideally, this should be the place where the market should buy at 67, which is 2,370. If it starts to push down, the limit is 63.90. Anything below that, you don't want to be a buyer. Okay, like I said, that's 2,360. So anything below the weekly pivot, we don't want to be buyers. Okay, and that's that. So let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, remember this zone we talked about before. I said if the market goes up, we can sell off. This is a good push up, and we can continue to follow this actually. The swing day for this was, as you know, with the euro dollar as well, I think about Thursday. Thursday, Friday. So that's nice. Okay, so the market wanting to go up. What you can do is if the market dips down again into an Astro hour, you can definitely go back up on this one. Now you got to be careful with this, because we're in this zone here. Remember, I marked this zone in. So it still has a bit of room to dip down, and it can do that. So remember, we had 1.06 as a target yesterday. All right, hasn't done that. It may do that. So this 1.0601 is still on the cards. So wait for the Astro hour. If it comes down, you can go up. And this 0580. All right, so be careful for that one. On the daily, let me just double check this level here. HCL1 1.0550. That's too far down. If it goes to 1.0550, don't just wait till next week. We'll think about it when we get there. Okay. On the weekly, we have this line, the HCL1, which is 1.0601. So I don't mind buying from around here to push up, but remember the trend is down. We're selling, right? So all of these sell moves, they shouldn't be surprising you, because remember our long-term thesis is we're coming down and then we're going to start going back up again. So I don't think I don't think that's going to change. It's looking solid at the moment, and we've got room to come down into that 1.0415, 0380. You see those targets are still there, so we still have room to come down into this zone. In fact, all the way probably down into here, where we can just fill in some gap and then push forward. All right, so there is room to come down, but because we're day trading, intraday trading, we want to make use of that Friday swing day. So if the market dips down into an Astro hour, you can look to go up, and those levels can be around it can be around here. That's the previous week's low. So let's just squeeze this a little bit. Monday. So this is the low of this week. We've got Monday there, Tuesday here. Yeah, so we can actually want to go up. So if the market dips down, comes back into these lows, we can go back up. Okay, in the Astro hours. So mark it in. You can, if you know, you guys, most of you know technical analysis from me. So just mark it in. It should dip into this zone. Okay, if it does, Astro hours, check it out and be mindful of 0601. Okay, a good hour for the euro dollar would be, according to what works with the euro dollar, would be 12 noon. You know what I mean? Like 12 noon is not bad. My time, 12 noon is not bad. All right, so if we're down here somewhere, hopefully we'll be low. You can go up with that. SB 500, same kind of thing here. No surprises. Now remember, yesterday I said if we have an up day on Thursday, we can look to buy on Friday. And with this also, the swing day for SB 500, I said Thursday or Friday. So, we have to be careful. And this is nice. Market sweeping the stops as well. And look at that, right on the target, 2156 on the daily, 4,918. I think we're just shy of that. What a bounce. 4,924, 4,918 is there. All right, so this was the zone. So if we dip back down, this is nice to see. If we dip back down into an Astro hour, we could buy into that to push up. Okay, but obviously, these zones, yesterday that was a target, so it broke that. We can get rid of that now. I'll just do this, turn this into that. Okay, because that's our regular target line. Okay, so on the daily, you can see we're really nice dipping down. So this zone is okay. We can go up a little bit. This is obviously, we've been talking about this as well, lower highs, lower lows. So selling was okay. The goodbye kiss day sold off. Monday was a swing day for this. That's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. So it worked all the way down to Thursday and Friday, nice and easy. So going up a little bit, buying to push up is okay, but this has room to come down. Remember the weekly chart, that's the weekly chart. So we've got room to come down into here, and that's the goodbye kiss zone here. All right, and good case for us would be down here where we could end up buying. We'll see how things go, because there are gaps here the market will want to fill. So dipping down here again is buy opportunity. In the interim though, you see we've got room to go down to 4,800, and on the monthly too, definitely into 4,700. So we want to push this down before we go up anywhere. So that 4,700, as you can see, is there pretty much. So the market should come back down into there, and that 50 level is 4,483. They're definitely buying opportunities if that structure holds. If anything changes, this will be a new setup, but the blue line is where I'd like to see this come down to, so we can push up. This is a really good line to be buying. All right, and that's that. But until then, we've got room to come down. But because we're intraday traders, from this zone Friday, maybe we can buy into Monday. Today, if you like, you can just sit back and do nothing. But if you want to trade, then look out for that, for those hours I talked about. If it's 12 o'clock and we're up somewhere, the market might want to sell off from there, so be mindful. And then that could bring us down to a New York low level pre-session around 235, and then we'll see how things pan out from there. Around after the market opens until 6:30, we're going to have a fast move, so be careful with that one. Okay, until 6:30, energetic moves in the market will happen. Okay, and this is, as you can see, it's on a 5 minutes, just creepy crawlies. Market creeping, just like this one, and then we're going to get somewhere, and then we're going to have a bang down. That's what it's looking like. So going up somewhere and then to sell off is also not a bad idea on this Friday for this one. Now then, so from the highs, basically, if we get up somewhere and then you can sell off, all right, like up here somewhere, all right, like up here where the market closed, opened yesterday, that 5,000 zone, 5,010 zone. Let's do this. Yeah. On the daily, they've already sold off from there, as you can see. So if it goes back up again there, to sell off is okay. If you break out from here, then be careful. I'd rather see Friday down and then Monday we go up. Okay, so that's why I said if you want, you can just take a rest today and we'll think about it on Monday. Now here we've got, let's take a look. Dow Jones. The Dow Jones, nice and easy. Okay. Yesterday, as you know, I think it was what did we have? We had 5 o'clock, didn't we? We had 5 o'clock here. 335 we had. That's your 335. The market went up from there, and then what we had was 5 o'clock. That's your 5 o'clock. So market came up, and these are the highs of the previous day. And then we had 5:30 was for gold only. Then we had 7:30, which is pretty much that bar there, as you can see, bang. Okay, so the market just fell off at 7:30 from there. Okay, going into 9:10, which should be here. That's your 9:10. All right, so the market went up there into the previous day's high. This was the Astro hour. If you got out from here, hopefully you didn't sell from here. When you sell, you got to look to the past and see where they sold off. Okay, so if you're going to sell off, you're going to sell off around here, wait for a reaction to sell off, and then get in. That reaction could be a U-turn. For example, if I decide to sell from these levels, I can wait on a smaller time frame, wait for that yellow bar to happen, sell off, and then put a stop loss up there and just let it ride into the targets. Or you can go to a small time frame like 1 minute chart and then wait for a reaction. Okay, so let's say here we are. All right, tighten this up a little bit. Okay, you can then, like wait for a breakdown and then get in, use your moving averages or whatever you're using. Or if the market made a sharp fall down on the retracement, you could get back in. Okay, other than that, there's not much to do. If the price isn't right, you shouldn't just trade on the time. Okay, remember, we're matching price and time, so if they don't match, you don't want to muck around. Okay, that's Dow Jones. So with the Dow Jones as well, remember, Dow Jones swing days is a Friday. Okay, and Friday, come on, is not a bad opportunity. If you want to trade, you can buy the lows. Alternatively, also, just like with SP 500, because we're doing the same stuff, if it goes up, you can get back in. Okay, that's the previous. Let me just check where that's coming from. Okay, that's not, so that was probably a target. Let's get rid of that now so we're not confused. As you can see, there's a big push down, not a problem. Market goes up, we can sell off again. All right, you can also use your technical analysis there. If we're getting up into this zone, the opening closing zone, back into this zone, we're good to sell off. I will get rid of that too. Okay, on the daily, there's no real target, it's all the way up there. Okay, so dipping into the zone, like I said, now we can get rid of this. We're in the zone, and from here you can also look to buy next week. Remember, we said we'd come down here, shoulder, head, shoulder, market moving down nicely right into our zone. So, no selling around here. If the market dips back down into this rectangle, then, going up is not a bad idea. On the weekly, if you're using your ATAM strategy, there are no targets here, but this zone, we talked about it, so no big deal. And on the monthly, we've got that 56, 37, 157, 37, 157's around here, so just shy off. As you can see, it's pretty damn close. Okay, so if we dip back down into this zone, look for an Astro hour to go back up, and that's it. You can target 37,600 as that's a good buy kiss here, and yeah, that's a good buy kiss there. So you can target 37,600, and then if the market breaks above the PST line, okay, then we can check out what to do. Now tomorrow, if today doesn't go any higher, next week the market will have a different setup. It'll be like this. Okay, so we'll have a different setup. If we're at the lows, we'll want to go and hit that target, but in the meantime, as you can see, it's like this. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Same kind of thing with NASDAQ as well. Nice fall off in the New York session, followed into Asia. That was a zone, so there you can see yesterday went right through nice and easy. okay, and that's the weekly target we have. Okay, so we're expecting the markets to push down. Remember, this was working really well. It was always in our box, and I did say, we need to sell the highs. So if you sold off, then that's fine. So this is now game over. We can't use this. The main thing we're looking for is here, okay, and that is, as you can see, the week of the 31st of December. So the market should push down into there. Okay, this is what caused the breakout. So we should keep pushing actually downwards. Okay, and that's the price of, let me just do that, 16,719. 16,719 is going to be around there. Okay, so this is a zone which we can target, but it should go lower. Okay, ideally, if you're trading NASDAQ, okay, ideally we should touch this line, dip down maybe further in, and then start going up. Also, you can mark this in. Okay, so that's the line zone there. So if we start to push into this zone, market will start to buy. Now they will probably buy here as well, the 50 line, kind of push up and then push further down. So this will be like an A, B, C down, and that's fine. On the monthly, as you can see, that zone is a target, and that will be a buy zone. That's 16,767. 16,767. So it's in this zone. So this is where we're going. All right, and you can see it's nice and clean as we look at the bigger time frame, and this is the spot where we first want to think about buying. So until here we can push to sell. Okay, now because we're intraday trading, do you want to buy the lows? I guess you can. NASDAQ is a swing day Friday. Thursday was a swing day, so that's a big, you can see, fall off Thursday and Friday. So from here we can go up, and next week we can sell off either, or if it comes back up, I think you can sell down again. So I don't mind selling this off. If we get back into the daily pivot, it's good. If you want to get up into the opening and the closing, the market comes back, you can go up into here. This is going to be a resistance zone here. So the market will look to sell here or here above the stops here. Okay, so be mindful. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin shouldn't surprise us either, because I said if it goes up, you can sell off. Just don't sell off in front of a PST level. Okay, so yeah, this is why I said if there's a PST breakout, wait for a better setup. Okay, wait for a better setup. And I did say we need to close below this, and then when it goes up we can sell heavy. Until then though, I did say you could sell the highs plus the goodbye kiss and so on. So what to do with this? Well, you can wait for this level here, which is LCL1 line, which is 65,323. So make a note of that, 65,323. Astro hours, you can sell off there, 65,322. So somewhere up here. Okay, so just under the weekly pivot or whatever, but you can see it hasn't broken down. This is again bullish. Okay, remember there's halving happening this weekend, so maybe you want to sit back and wait for it before you open any positions.